Those of you who are watching on YouTube, don't forget, we like a gentle tapping here on the News and Why It Matters, so you can gently tap that. You don't have to smash it. Just gently tap the like button. Subscribe to the channel, even if you think that you're already subscribed. You guys keep coming to me and saying I was unsubscribed. Go back and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and comment. Let us know what you think of the news of the day. So I want to get into Donald. So this is wild to me, guys. Donald Trump. Speaking from, we covered the speech, of course, speaking from Mar-a-Lago on Tuesday, the first time since he had been arrested. And ABC News, in their broadcast, blurred out his podium that said to text Trump, like to get official campaign notifications. They blurred out the text number so that you couldn't text and find out more. Watch.
I never thought anything like this could happen in America. Never thought it could happen.
This is the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Are they doing it on purpose? Because either these people are stupid, which is possible, or I don't know what's happening, because the first thing, you just gave it more exposure. They always do this all the time. Because now people, I know that most people probably ignore that, but now people that were watching are like, why would they go to Twitter, and then it's trending, and then more people are going to give money. So it's like, why are you doing this? I think it's because they need Trump to be in there, because I think that Trump's the villain, right? He's a super villain to them. So they need the guy that they've already built entire dossiers and everything against. So it's like, that's the only reason, because I don't understand nothing they're doing. He's just going to be photoshopped on like another rap album. 4chan's going to think it's funny, and he's going to win again.
Well, I mean, there is an alternative. They could just be that stupid.
That's what I said. They could also just be.
Yeah, I do think that they could just be that stupid. And just for clarification, just to set the record straight, this was Joe Biden's podium broadcast by ABC in 2020, where you can clearly see his text message. Yeah, there it is. So.
Yeah, but if you text that to just sign up to Ben & Jerry's Flavor of the Month Club, it's a little different.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, you're right, though. People are just going to get curious now. Most Americans are just going to see blurred out thing and be like, I bet there's boobs under there. And then
that's usually
try to look them up.
Literally, they're like, what is it, a penis?
Trump stuff, cool.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, it's so wild.
For me, it just shows you that the news is obviously fake. I mean, they can't even show you the real live shot. They actually have to edit it. It's like literally George Orwell's 1984, where they can just change the history. And if you look at it now, they're going back to change literature, popular books to make them more woke. So it's like, we don't even know it's real. And if you're watching from the mainstream media, it's probably fake news.
I wish that we had your video that you did the other day.
I got kicked out. You just trolled the Dallas Morning News too. We're both fighting with them. Why are we fighting with the paper of record in our city? I'm not surprised.
Why?
I'm just saying I'm not surprised, because you're the number one. You're the transgender terror of Dallas. If you have a transgender drag brunch, because Sarah Gonzalez is going to be there with her crew to shut you down. So that's why they're so scared.
She's going to showing up with a fake mustache.
Yeah, it's every disguise. No, she does.
I'm going to have to now, because the wigs are not cutting it. They're making me take down my mask. They have pictures of me there to look for me.
But they're scared if they're writing that article. It's a hit piece.
Oh no, I know it's a hit piece. But my point in that was, so for those of you who didn't see the video, Alex went. This was supposed to be an interview
for his
school board race, and he went in there, and the Dallas Morning News would not allow him to record it.
On my cell phone, yes.
But they were interviewing you. So, like, if they're good faith reporters doing a good faith interview, what would be the problem with recording it?
There shouldn't have been any problem whatsoever. No. Yeah, no, they should have let me record it, and they were recording it. So it's like, why can't I have a copy of it? But they're not going to give me a copy of their record. So. Listen, I tried to do it, and they wouldn't let me do it because they know that they are, whatever I said, they were going to misconstrue. But now I'm kind of mad because I could have even said crazier stuff. But I'm excited now that we got the Dallas Morning News attention. Now they're writing hit pieces about you, me. I think we're going to be in their crosshairs for the next.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too. Please, I need the publicity. So write about me, Dallas News.
Well, I actually don't think it will last for very much longer.
No, they're dying.
Dying over there. So I want to switch over to RFK. So Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Has filed to run for president as a Democrat. Now, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this, because I have seen a lot of conservatives very interested in this because of his position on medical freedom, and because medical freedom has been something that I think a lot of conservatives have really reconsidered since COVID. It's kind of, I always said the silver lining of COVID will be that people will be awoken to the medical industrial complex, as Alex calls it, and Big Pharma. And I think that happened. But I am a little concerned that is going to siphon off some Republican votes, because, I mean, I don't think that Democrats are not going to vote for him. They hate him. They think he's an anti-vaxxer, and they can't stand the guy. So I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Well, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So if you look at the mainstream media is portraying Robert Kennedy as an anti-vaxxer and just as a conspiracy theorist. So that makes me like him more. So I don't know if he's going to get my vote, but he has my support on his side. I hope he causes some chaos there without causing chaos on our side.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think he'll take votes away because he's not going to get the nomination.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't think that's something to worry
fair.
about. But I think in terms of the positive stuff with somebody like that is it makes a lot of people, Democrats and Republicans, answer a lot of uncomfortable questions about the medical stuff. Yeah. Because I think if most people would agree that one of Trump's biggest weak spots was still his stance on the vaccine. Yes. And that to me is something where it's hard to defend that. And somebody coming in, they're going like, yeah, but you know what? The vaccine is terrible. He's so into freedom. Why do that? That's the biggest, most uncomfortable thing. He's not going to get it because he was painted crazy so long ago.
Right.
That and I think he's dead right about a lot of
stuff. He is. I love him.
It's uncomfortable to people how right he is because I always said I apologize to people because when I was younger I would laugh at people that wouldn't get their kids vaccinated, but then I said I was stupid. It's obviously no wonder now I know what this feels like. This feels like wait a second. What are they putting into you? And I think the best thing that's
it's safe and effective. So.
Safe and effective. And even from when I was a kid, the number of vaccines I got to the number of kids get now is ridiculous. And that's a real thing. I'm not saying don't get the polio vaccine, obviously, but what I am saying is the fact that this vaccine wasn't able to be questioned and the fact that this guy's running on it, I like. Anything that gets more spotlight, regardless of what party they're on the medical, like you said, the medical industrial complex, that to me is more important than anything else.
Yeah.
I just want to see him at the debates. He's not, like he said, he's not going to win or get the nomination, but I just want to see him on national television being like, yeah, they killed you with this vax. They pretty much just ruined an entire generation of people. You know
listen,
what I mean?
we want to just make this very abundantly clear. We love the vaccine, and listen, if I got 3 polio vaccines and I got polio 3 times, I would get a 4th polio vaccine. That's how vaccines work. So we love it. Thank you, Dr. Fauci.
I do. I just will be very interested to see, in the primaries, right? You're only voting in one.
Right.
I just don't want Republicans to decide to vote in the Democrat primary just to try to get Kennedy to be the guy because he's not going to be the guy. And all that will do is water down the rest of the votes in the Republican primary.
Yeah, the Republican primary is 2 people. It's going to be either DeSantis or going to be Trump. That's about it. And DeSantis, Trump is especially after this, they shot him up.
Yeah. His poll
even if that does happen, I don't really think it'll affect. If the general election really won't affect anything, it's going to be 1 or 2 people basically. Right. And I think if you're a Republican and seems to be people that are more for the medical freedom now, more DeSantis people. So there is kind of an option, obviously not as hardcore as RFK is, because that guy's, but still, so I think that I'm not too worried about that. I just think it's the point of this for get him on TV and to talk about this and have make people listen to it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Do people actually vote in the Democratic primary anymore after 2016? I wouldn't even bother.
Bernie Sanders.
You know what I mean? I just wouldn't even bother.
I thought the CIA just picks it now.
They thought they pull them out of a lotto machine.
Well, no, that's not true because my grandma has been dead for about 18 years and she still votes in the Democratic primary.
Vote and die. Vote and die.
That's a dedicated person, right?
Die then vote.
Die then vote. Die then vote. MTV, die and vote. Let's start it. Die and vote campaign.
If you like that clip, there is plenty more where that came from. Click the link in the description below to subscribe to the News and Why It Matters YouTube channel to watch the full episode.